Yo, what's up guys, it's Ryan, and today we're going to be doing another super fast effects video. And this one's going to be all about reverb and how I use it. Um, so to dumb it down like a lot, I kind of break reverb up into two different families of use. And one's more of a utilitarian sort of use, and one's a more artistic and creative sort of use. And in this track, it's the same track as yesterday. Some stupid trap track. I've got a lot of both kinds going on. So first off, for the utilitarian sort of reverb is, I guess, what we're going to call it. That mainly comes into play for drums and stuff like that. And for that, I put it all on my reverb send. Or reverb return or reverb channel or whatever. So down at send A, I have a Valhalla room with the preset Studio Alpha, just because I found that I really like the sound of it. So I just have that, and then a low cut, cutting out all bass frequencies from the reverb. So if I were to solo, or real fast, I have basically, if you look at the levels of the tracks, I have basically every track going into it a little bit, except for this one. And that one could probably even use it. I've got basically every track getting sent into the reverb channel, except for like a few where I either forgot it or didn't need it or want it. So yeah, if you solo the reverb channel, it just sounds like the song, but kind of like washed out and reverby. Whoops. And obviously the mix is different on the channel, because like I have this one clap getting sent to it way more than anything else, so it's like way more prominent on the reverb send. So if we play the entire thing, but if we take away the reverb channel, it just feels way more dry and way more, or way less roomy, I guess. So I use this to kind of create an atmosphere and a sense of space for my entire track. Because now the snare has a little bit of like width to it, and it's super subtle, but it goes a long way in making an electronic song especially sound a little more organic and real. And then the second type of reverb is kind of like the artistic, creative sort of stuff. I use it a lot on bells, like a lot on bells. Like that sort of stuff. Where it just like washes and sustains for forever. And I'm going to turn off the tremolo for right now while we go over this. So for this, it's basically, I throw on a reverb preset, or I throw on a reverb plugin. I put the mix relatively high. 56% is pretty high. The sound is more reverb than it is instrument at that point. I set the pre-delay down pretty low. I crank the decay like really high. The high cut, this is basically default, and then the depth is way up, because if I put it way down, it basically comes across at all. But if you put it like this little note says, it's basically the distance away from the source. So like at 65, you're pretty far away, and you get kind of like that cave sound. So that's how I kind of do that with Valhalla Room. You can do the same with like any stock reverb plugin. So if we just take that, put the dry at or the mix at about 55, crank the decay time, put the size up. Something like that, you know. I like Valhalla Room way more just because it sounds better to me. And there's other options and other kinds of reverb, obviously. Like there's Valhalla Shimmer, this right here, where it does all the crazy like pitch shifting. Like that sort of stuff. For this particular track, I just wanted to stick with Valhalla Room though. And then usually after these kinds of crazy sounds, you get a lot of like artifacts down on the low end. So I hadn't yet for this one, but I usually take an EQ, take out the low end just to clean it up. Just you can't really even hear the low stuff, but it makes me feel better having that there. So yeah, that's kind of like the two families I've got with Reverb and how I use it. If you got any questions about anything, please just let me know in the comments below. Almost said contact because I was looking at it. Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that, and I'll see you in the next video.